Hey, Nate. Will Bogey be available?
He's going to be a game time decision. Yeah.
I know you mentioned earlier that when you have this many guys out, it's an opportunity for other guys. But as a coach, when you have 6 guys out in protocols now, if you guys injured as well, just how creative do you have to get with, the lineups that you throw out there? And also the guys aren't necessarily, familiar with each other. Just kind of how do you go through that?
Well, you have to do it. You have to make those adjustments with the healthy bodies that you have. And we'll know more as we get closer to the game. This seems like it's changing by the hour. Guys being available, waiting on test results. But we have to adjust to it and, get our guys ready to go.
In terms of guys, waiting for test results and stuff, is there any sense of that in the locker room? Is it kind of like game business as always, just focus on the game kind of a thing?
Yeah, well, that's what we talked about this morning. We can't allow this to be a distraction. It is, but we have to get past that. The fact that we had 3 guys today test positive and was sent home and put into protocol. And, all of a sudden, you think you have a guy available and a result comes back and, he goes into protocol. So it's an adjustment that we have to make. We can't allow this to be a distraction. We have a game to play tonight. And, we got to come out with the energy and the effort we've been talking about, no matter who is in uniform. We have to play this game harder than we played here lately. We got to execute better, even though we'll have a few new faces out there on the floor. For the most part, these guys are guys who are on our roster. So be some of our G League guys. But we'll have 11 guys in uniform.
Speaking of the G League guys like Jalen, Sharif, do you think they'll get some minutes tonight?
They will get minutes tonight. Absolutely. Yeah.
What's it like too, Nate? Because you can't really game plan for an opponent that you don't know what their personnel is going to be either. So what's that been like for you?
Yeah, well, our coaches, do a really good job of, getting tape as quick as possible. We're hearing similar reports as you guys are hearing, who our opponents is picking up, their injury lists, and, we somewhat guessing who will start and the roles that they will play. And it's very similar to, the guys that we picked up, they have to make that adjustment as well. So we get video, our guys do a good job of getting video, to our players and showing those guys, the players that will be in uniform, and they should be ready come game time.
Nate, I know everyone kind of has to step up tonight, but how much do you look to a guy like John, longest tenured guy on the team, very familiar with the system, and a lot of the guys will be out there tonight?
Well, of course, the game plan changes tonight, with so many guys being out and, the fact that John is in uniform and he's healthy, absolutely, we'll look to play through him and get him involved in a lot of what we do out there and really look for him to lead us, with this somewhat of a new group.
Nate, have you decided on the point guard starter and the center starter, or?
Yeah, I'm going to hold on to that, Bob, until close to game time, because again, things change by the hour. As far as guys that are available, I'll get minute restrictions if certain guys play. So I have an idea, certainly have an idea of who I want to go with, but I'm gonna hold on to that till game time.
Probably the last thing on your mind right now, but I wanted to ask you about the Christmas game and just what that's going to be like going up there and not having, your full cast of characters. This is something that's been circled on the calendar for quite some time for the franchise.
Well, we got a few days, so we're hoping that, we get some negative tests here in the next couple of days and guys will be available as soon as possible and certainly for that game, but it's a game that, I think, players dream of having that opportunity to play on Christmas Day. I think, especially, a lot of guys who play basketball, they all always think about the times when they're sitting home at Christmas and watching NBA games. So that's something that's been going on for a long time. I know when our players found out that we did have a Christmas game. For many of them, it's their first time, their first opportunity, and they was pretty excited. So we're hoping that we can get guys back in uniform to be able to play on Christmas Day.
Coach, tonight, next man up mentality kind of takes it up to a whole new step. But for the guys like Malcolm and Lance, have you had the time to talk to them and kind of walk them through what it's going to look like for them to be here tonight, or some of your assistants?
Yeah, I did. I did have the opportunity to speak with them and really speak with a number of guys on our team, because what you don't want is for guys to go out and try to do too much. I think, as I've said to our guys, stay in your lane, play your game, do your job, and, don't put pressure on yourself to, try to put up 25, 30 points. If you're that guy, just play your game, allow the game to come to you. We need everybody to play with that sense of urgency, play hard, and make sure that we execute and we play together out there. So yes, I did speak with them, but I also spoke with a number of our other guys that will be getting minutes out on the floor.
Nate, kind of more big picture, but what are your thoughts on just what's going on in the league right now with kind of the spike in COVID tests? And I know you guys had a lot of good fortune for most of the season avoiding it, but now you're kind of dragged into that fray as well.
It's just, right now it's again, it changes. It's certainly been changing daily for us, but even on the hour, Kevin's result, I got a phone call on the way to the arena. So it's just something that we know is happening. I think the league our team is trying to do whatever the league is telling them they're capable of doing, far as getting bodies in to get them in uniform to be ready to play. And all we can do is just wait on the results of these tests and hope that we get our guys back soon.
Sorry, just to touch on a sense of urgency, a guy like Lance you bring in, it seems like he's kind of the picture of urgency, coming out, playing with energy. Are you going to depend on him a lot tonight to bring that veteran energy and urgency to the court?
Well, normally, Lance brings energy to the floor. And, I had an opportunity to work with him in Indiana. And, that was one thing that he did do, bring the energy. I felt that, at that time, he was a really good rebounding guard. A guy that would get in and help on the boards, and he can create opportunities. So he has the experience of being out on the floor, and he'll get an opportunity tonight. But again, this challenge is to all of our guys, and we just got to get back to playing hard and being a multiple effort team. Offensively, having better execution.